Oh, hey, everybody. Happy Sunday night. What's good in the stream
Hoi.
show hood? Hey, hoya.
Hoya.
What's up, Scott? Hoya,
Hoya.
Scott, buddy. We're all here. It's me, Andrew, the Human Sports Ticker, and my boy Scott Fitzpatrick right here, hanging out on a Sunday night for Sports Heads. How you been, Andrew? What's good, buddy?
Just watching sports all damn day.
Sports all damn day. Yes, you were in backstage earlier, and before you get a chance to tell everybody how my Ravens did today. What's the first thing you said to me?
They blew
it. Yeah, we blew it. Yeah, he said they blew it. He said, "BF, how did your Ravens lose to the Browns today? Because the Browns were like 1-5, Scott.
Yeah,
and the Ravens are 5-2, and they didn't play enough today." I know another guy that's interested in some football. He's backstage. I think he's got some stories and some photos to show us. And I got him in the hopper. Let's say hello to him, my friend and yours, the West Coast correspondent, Boneloads.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? How you doing, man?
Good. Doing good. Just touching the end of this Charger game, so I'm kind of like looking over a little bit. But we're gonna win, so it's all good. So, but yeah, some good games today. Same thing like Andrew. Just watching football today. I was checking out the Broncos game. I'm kind of like a closet Broncos fan. I really like Bo Nix, man.
Wow.
Really?
What do you think about that, Scott?
Yeah, I caught that spot. I ain't been able to catch much football this year, and earlier I caught the Broncos game, and it was a good one to catch. I didn't realize their defense was so good.
Very good. That's awesome. Well, it's good to see them doing better. I hate when a team kind of sucks every year and you kind of expect, these guys aren't going to show up again.
Guys,
yeah, what's up?
Breaking news about Jordan Love again.
We got breaking news. Uh-oh. Does that say it ain't so, Andrew?
Bad news.
Oh.
What you got, Andrew?
There is high concern that he did something to his groin and or leg again.
His groin and or leg, so he's out of the game, I guess?
Yep. He was
all right.
Out of the game he only played a quarter.
He only played a quarter today? Okay, well, I haven't kept up with everything, but you're talking about your Packers. Hey, Boneloads, I saw the pictures that you put in our hopper, buddy. You went to see Arizona Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals last week, the Chargers. Tell us about that, man.
Oh, it was a good time, man. Really cool. Love the stadium. Really loved State Farm's arena, or I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it was really cool. Nice place, man. Not really a bad seat in the house. It seemed like it was University of Phoenix Stadium. Yeah. But it's a good time. It sucks that we lost on a walkout field goal, but besides that, it was a lot of fun time hanging out with my friend and tailgating. We showed up in an RV and ate a bunch of food. And I didn't get too drunk, so I remembered it. I paced myself, so that was fun. I remember like the whole game and the experience. And it just sucks that they lost, but it was a bunch of Charger fans there. It was like almost half.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I happened to attend. I was off last week, and I attended the Tampa Bay game, the Ravens Tampa game. So let's show some of our pictures from what we went.
Okay.
So you just showed this picture right here. Did you fly there to get this picture? You got the picture of you got out of your window, right? I guess.
Yeah, just coincidentally, yeah. When I was when the plane landed, we got the Cardinals team plane. Right, I drove by drove by. I guess because it was on the ground, so I guess we're driving. Drove by the team plane, so I was like, "Oh, cool! It's meant to be." Cardinals
That's
team
cool.
plane. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yo,
and then let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
bro,
let's see. What's up, Bono? I mean, what's up, Andrew?
did you hear about Otani dislocated?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
McConkey with his second touchdown.
Uh-oh. Here's a picture of the stadium right here. But Bono's is getting the update on his game right now. He's watching. That's why we call it Sports Heads, folks.
Yeah. You're going, sorry.
Now, here's your picture of the stadium that you put in last week, buddy.
Yeah, that State Farm Arena. That's where we were tailgating in the RV section, and we got there early, like fucking. Excuse my language, like 2:00.
Right.
Game started at 6. So yeah, we were there early. Man, I ate so much food too that whole time I was out there.
It looks like a spaceship from that level, man. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool arena. Yeah, I really liked it in there.
Yeah. Let's see what other pictures you got here. Then you got a picture of you guys going into the gate, I guess.
Yep, Bud Light, the Bud Light section gate.
Oh, and then you got some videos right here that you took.
Yeah, so here's Herbert right here. It's a nice little route. I think Will Dissly for a first down, keep the drive going to toward the end to get us up our 5th field goal. Yeah, went out on the road to watch 5 field goals. So that was fun. If they would have
You don't sound bitter at all.
They would have won, man. Yeah. So that was cool. Nice little play on 3rd down to Dissly. Ran a good route.
Making a 3. Finally.
Show some other video you took. Here's another play from Boneloads experience, from being a sports head. Look at this.
Another Herbert dime.
Go, Herbie!
Oh, right there on the sideline.
Wow.
Herbert's pass. Will to completion.
Did you say will to completion?
Palmer.
Yeah, something to completion.
Something like that, yeah.
Wheeled.
Yeah, that was a
Will to
little.
completion.
Maybe with the completion?
Okay.
Will to completion.
Oh, ruled. He's saying ruled
Ruled
a
to
completion.
Got it.
Ruled a
got it.
completion. Because that did look kind of close right there, buddy.
Yeah, that was a good play, man.
So it looks like you had fun at your game, but you said they lost. It was a field goal game.
Yeah, lost on a walk-off field goal. And we started leaving before they kicked it, and the people were like, "Why are you leaving?" And I'm like, "We already know it was good." Like they were in like side the 20.
Oh, that was the same one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
that's
lost
okay.
track of where I was.
I think we had the coin flip or something where we elected to defer
Oh, really?
the second
All right,
half. Yeah.
Here you go. Now this is the last video that you threw in the hopper. So you like the stadium though, huh?
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. Good time, man. Good experience.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool stadium. I just like the stadium. I think I like it better than SoFi, honestly. Go ahead. Yeah, what's up? Sorry.
I think Jaden Daniels is better than Caleb Williams.
They both kind of struggle today, huh?
Yeah, you're talking about the Chicago and the Commanders
Yeah.
game, right?
1 and 2 pick. Yeah, number 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 rookie quarterbacks were playing against each other. The Commanders were winning pretty handily, although I did see that Chicago scored right before I came on air. What's the score now, guys?
Oh wait, yeah, no, the Commanders whipped them a little bit. I think. Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
that's right. I heard that. Yeah, no, you're talking about it. But you think Jaden Daniels is better? Is that what you're saying again? My bad.
The Bears should have drafted Daniels.
Oh, I know I think when we did our draft show earlier this year, I was really high on Daniels. I was saying Patriots should get Daniels, but he didn't fall to the Patriots. But yeah, I really like Daniels out of all the guys that were. I think we were talking about like besides Williams, who was like the top QB, and I was all about Jaden Daniels, man. I don't know why. I just really liked him coming out of LSU.
Well, it turns out you were right there, Boneloads.
I think just all the he had all the tools. He could run, he could throw. Yeah, it seemed like he was good with
I think he
threading the
played
rock
with
and
broken
completion.
ribs today.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't
All right.
laughing at what you said, Andrew. I was laughing at how you said it.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure he's used to it. He's used to it.
So when you last week you were at that game, you were at the Arizona and the Chargers game. I went to Tampa Bay to see my Ravens, and we luckily we got a nice win out of it. And here's some video of the introduction right here.
That looked like a fun game.
It was like 60-40 or 70-30 Ravens fans. Pretty cool. Pretty decent stadium. Good party vibe there, Boneloads.
Taking sports fans on the road. I love it.
Yeah. That's right. Me and Boneloads taking it on the road this week. You're right, buddy. Yes, that was a lot of fun. So my Ravens won.
So you're a season ticket holder? Bones?
Who's that?
Bones?
Oh, no.
Bones. BS?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had them for a long time, Andrew, before I knew you, buddy. Absolutely.
I used to have them. Yeah, when in San Diego, I had season tickets for like 5 years during the Ludanian era.
Did you?
Yeah, good
Wow,
times, man.
That's a great era.
I've never been to a game.
Oh, we
Really?
gotta take you, man.
Before I die,
Good.
I would like
Arrowhead
to
or
go to
something.
Lambeau.
Was it?
No matter who the quarterback is, I just want to go to Lambeau.
Oh, Lambeau.
What do you think he said there?
I didn't have no idea. Man. I was just trying to catch up with this.
There,
Yeah, we gotta get you there one of these days.
something about the atmosphere of Green Bay and Wisconsin sports in general that
Yeah.
ooh,
I don't
So they were-
understand the cheese heads though. That's got the holes cut in it like Swiss, but it's yellow, like cheddar.
Uh-oh. Wow. Scott makes a
Ooh,
good
wow,
point.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that
Controversy.
deeply. Yeah.
He's really getting down to his cheese describing, isn't he? So there's their scoreboard there. That was the final score, 41-31. I don't think it should have been that close, but the Ravens, they tend to let their foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah. The Bucks scored some garbage points for sure. A couple garbage TDs. Yep.
They did. That's cool, but the sports heads are
should have
back
been
now.
like 50 to like 14.
Yeah, like I said, the Ravens just kind of played them soft at the end there. It's kind of their habit. So let's get into some of these things that we have in the hopper now, boys. We got some sports stories from the past week. Boneloads and the guys, you're the West Coast guy, but yes, former Dodgers pitcher Fernando Valenzuela has died at the age of 63. The Dodgers announced on Tuesday, guys, right here.
Yeah, RIP, man. It's too young. Sucks.
Yeah, he was only like 64 years old. Andrew and I were doing some research discussing this before the show, and we found that as recently as October 1st, Boneloads, he went to the doctor. He was diagnosed with apparently it had liver cancer, and it took him that fast, my friend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's what he passed away with. And I don't know if Andrew picked this up from our chat or anything, guys, but yes, in fact, Fernando Valenzuela, he was known to be a Los Angeles Dodger. He won the World Series with the Los Angeles Dodgers, but he was also a Baltimore Oriole for one season as well. So I have a little memory and a shot of Fernando in his Oriole get-up. Boom, right there. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Now, did you remember seeing him play Boneloads? Was he a little before your time, or what is your memories of Fernando?
Funny enough, my memory of him is as a Padre. He played for us, I think, in '96, and he was the first. He got a win. I guess the first regular season game in Mexico was Padres and Diamondbacks, and he started and got the first win. So it's kind of cool that a Mexican-born player got the first win in Mexico in the regular season, like a game that mattered. So
very cool.
That was what notable for me for sure. But yeah, he played. Yeah, I played for both Orioles and Padres, so we both have memories of him for our own team, which is really cool.
That is neat. He was that kind of guy. And my biggest takeaway when I went to see him at a game was how small he was compared to all the other players. He literally looked like he didn't belong out there physically. He was just so small in stature, but he was mighty on the mound. And like I said, he's got World Series championships. I think he has a couple Gold Gloves. He was quite an accomplished player. But yeah, dead at the age of 64, Fernando Valenzuela.
Yeah.
Yes. What's up, Andrew? What's the latest, buddy?
So, did you hear that the Brewers let go of both their hitting coaches?
I did not, Andrew, but I know that my Orioles are thinking along those lines. They have done much of that this year, buddy. Yeah, what are you thinking about that?
They got rid of their pitching coaches.
Oh no, I meant hitting coaches. I'm sorry. They're making fundamental changes on the team, buddy. Doing a lot of off-season coaching changes.
Yes.
Can't fire the players, you know.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like that's a precursor to the manager kind of getting taken out, right? Boneloads.
Oh yeah, they're like, this is it. Like if he had 2 and done next year, he's gone.
Yeah, especially for us with the Orioles because we've been there 2 years in a row and crapped out in the early rounds. They haven't won a playoff game in either of the last 2 years. So yeah, people are going to get impatient.
Neither has the Brewers.
Yeah,
they get there and then crap out.
Then they crap out. Yeah, so we got to stop that. So maybe they think, Andrew, that changing some of these pitching and hitting coaches might be the solution. But, Bono's, the pitching and the hitting coaches, they don't play the game on the field, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing.
They didn't choke in the playoffs.
You want to know something crazy?
Yeah.
Jake Cousins, former Brewer, is the cousin of Kirk Cousins.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that people named Cousins are actually cousins? Is this what you're telling
I
me?
believe that.
Right.
Are they cousins? No, wait. What did you say? They were good. What were they again?
He said that Kurt's cousin's cousin is his cousin's nephew cousin. That's what he said.
No,
Wait, yeah,
Twice
one more
removed.
time, please.
they're related to each other. Jake Cousins
Ooh.
And
Kirk.
Kirk Cousins. Do you think that's why he went to Minnesota, to be closer to his cousin? I'm just kidding.
No.
You thought about it.
Why don't I slap the old goggles on and we'll see who's joining us tonight in the chat tonight.
Do you
First
know
of
their
all,
relation? Like, are they like brothers, cousins? Like,
wait a minute.
They're the new Whitakers.
They're their brothers' cousins. I don't know. Yeah.
But he's playing for the Yankees now.
So your Kurt's cousin doesn't even play football. He plays baseball for the Yankees. That's what you're telling us?
He used to be Brewer for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I believe.
All right, why don't we check in with our people in the chat? Our boy Psych Clyde checks in and says, "Hey now, my homies." Psych Clyde for the twisted mind of Psych Labs. Hey, gang, says Scott Fitzpatrick checking in with everybody. And gang once again. Hoya, says Dream Man. What's up, Dream Man? Phone's up at 666.
Dream Man has been around no filter recently.
Dream Man is chat family, man. You never know where you're going to see Dream Man popping up. How you doing, Dream Man? Just like this next person. Our friend Gimme Bezos checking in.
Hey guys.
Everybody's checking in today. We got Matt Eng checking in. He's checking in on the Andrew, the Giant 986 channel. Matt Eng saying, "What's up, Andrew? What is
Andrew.
my dude?" My sister checks in. You get the kiss. You get the hoya. Matt Eng says that you're not wrong about the human sports ticker wrong. I wouldn't ever undersell you, or, I wouldn't tell you a lie there, Matt Eng. This man right here is the human sports ticker. Sports tickers come to Andrew for their sports because they can't even keep up with them, bro. Go ahead, spit, Andrew. What you got, buddy?
Half my shorts I do are about sports updates.
Easily half, Andrew. That's
Nice.
right. Andrew is the human sports ticker, and that's why we are here. It occurred to me that's a name I came up with on the legit because we'll be doing shows much like we are doing right now, and Andrew is kicking out the sports facts constantly, so much so that I said sports tickers got to be getting their information from Andrew because they can't put it out faster than my dude right here, Andrew. Good evening, everybody. Let's see who else we got in here. We have who we got. Whoa. My man tore his pectoral muscle. What are we talking about? Hang on, we got that. No, we got Sakuno checking in. Hey, Sakuno, how you doing? Andrew the Goat, he knows what's up. Spidey's checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel saying, "What's up, Andrew? I know it's been a minute, but I'm back." Said your friend Spidey.
Shooting ropes.
Whoa, Matt. Oh,
Yeah.
there you are right there. Matt says, "Let's go sports heads." What's up, Matthew? Now we're talking about Ohtani when he kind of tell us about the shoulder thing, Andrew.
During the Japanese broadcast, they picked him up during a hot mic, saying, "My shoulder popped."
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, "Holy shit!"
Hi.
Yeah, it's not good. My sister says she can't hear Andrew good, but we can hear Andrew pretty good now, right, buddy? We can hear him. All right.
You know Japanese?
No, I just know like a few words from watching Dragon Ball Z.
You know Dragon Ball Z. We got Just a Guest checking in with the psych emojis. How you doing, Justa? Rodzilla says, "Hey Andrew, love from the UK, bro." Anybody messes with you, we deal with them, says Rodzilla. You always hanging with cool dudes, Andrew. Andrew knows all the cool dudes. My Nogas from our friend Psych Clyde. Hoya from Just a Guess. And Spidey says, that's me. All right, guys. Well, that's Andrew, the Human Sports Ticker. That's why we're here, hanging out on a Sunday night with our boy Andrew, doing sports with the Human Sports Ticker, buddy. Let's see. Let's talk about Andrew. Now, the World Series is well underway, buddy. Tell us what your thoughts are about the World Series so far. Tell everybody who's leading and all that stuff. Anytime now, Andrew. I don't think
he's frozen.
He's froze, yeah.
Is he froze?
Yeah,
I thought he was like Andrew. Oh, there he went. He just dropped that altogether. Let me put everybody back in.
He's like, screw these guys. I'm out of here.
It was like that
there
last
we
night.
go. All right. He's been talking about that. He said that before the show that he's been having internet problems all week. But we'll get Andrew back in as soon as he pops in. But yeah, Boneloads and Scott, the World Series is underway. And how about the first game of the World Series? How it ended, Boneloads? The walk-off grand slam home run.
Crazy. I was fireworks were just going off for like an hour after I could just hear it because I'm not that far from Dodger Stadium.
Oh, really?
Probably like a 5-minute drive, honestly. Yeah. And just boom, 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 boom. Like, yeah, for up until like 1 a.m., probably even later, I just went to sleep, you know?
Right. That was probably some of that was the neighborhood celebrating and everything. Andrew, we just getting ready to talk about the first ever in the World Series history walk-off grand slam home run. So what's the situation? The Dodgers were down 3-2 to the Yankees in the 10th inning with 2 outs. And then let's take you to the video right here. And I'll show it. Enhance, and here we go. So here's the situation.
I gotta tell you something crazy about that.
Hang on, let me put the banner down, Andrew.
Remember the other big World Series home run in the
Kirk
80s?
Gibson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was at the same exact time.
Damn.
There you go, Andrew. That's why we call him the Human Sports Ticker, because Andrew makes the connections.
Like same time of day, like 7:80 or 80. Yeah, because that's the time. 7:55 p.m. or something like that, or like.
Are they cousins?
37. They both hit the during that time.
Get the hell out.
That's a good stat, right?
Well,
there,
and
man.
Scott wants. He's asking if they're cousins. I'm not so sure about that. But let's check on here. So here's the situation, folks. The New York Yankees are up 3-2 over the Dodgers. Go ahead, Andrew.
This dude should not be playing right now.
The guy that hit the home run. Tell us why.
Yeah,
Freddie
he's
Freeman.
up. Yeah.
His ankle is fucked.
Wow. So this guy, Freddie Freeman, he probably shouldn't be playing. He's a little tore up. Here he is.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Boneloads.
No, he's got a really bad ankle right now.
Did you hear? So you heard the same thing.
Oh yeah, I can see him in the last series versus Padres, or the couple series ago versus Padres. He was like visibly, hobbled and yeah, definitely like.
I think if this was the regular season, he would not be playing.
Yeah, right, these guys, right? They're not going to miss out on maybe their once in a lifetime chance to play in a World Series. All right, so you ready for me to play it now, Andrew?
Yep.
Our friend Bobby's checking in. King of all diffs is checking in. Matt's checking in. All of our bros checking in on a Sunday night.
This was off of Nestor. Cortez, who is normally a starter, who just got off the injured list a month ago and should not be pitching along with Freddie Freeman.
Okay, he got me on that one too, Scott. All right, so the situation is it's the bottom of the 10th inning, 2 outs, so they're down to their last out, and the LA Dodgers are down by 1 run, 3-2 to the New York Yankees with bases loaded, and then this happens.
2 outs.
Cortez delivers. Freeman hits the ball.
Emphasis right there.
Freddie knew it was gone too.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell
He was-
by the
way, and he stroked the ball, and he just kind of stood there and just admired it, right, Andrew?
Sound.
the way
Yes,
way
that's
he
another one,
lifted-
Scott. Yes.
Sweet spot.
the way he lifted the bat too was like, "Thank you, good night."
Like you're saying,
Mic
fuck you,
drop.
thank you, fuck you, and good night. Yeah, you're right, Scott. A lot of times you can tell by the sound. You don't even have to be watching the play or watching the pitch. You're like, oh, that sounds like a home run, boy. So yeah,
That sweet spot.
that definitely sounded like a home run. Yep. Like if that ball's straight, that's a home run for sure. So there you go. And they said that is the first time, guys, that in the history of all of Major League Baseball in a World Series that they had a walk-off win with a grand slam home run.
Wow.
So there
That's
you
crazy.
go. What they say, like 700 World Series games or something. And that's the first time anyone ended like that. So that was good. All right, now let's get into yes, we started talking about it a little bit, Andrew, but the Shohei Ohtani. So Shohei was already just hitting instead of pitching. He's supposed to be the modern day Babe Ruth, the dual threat guy, but he was only been hitting. And then tell everybody what happened. He kind of slid weird, didn't he?
Yeah.
It says Shohei Ohtani suffers a subluxation, oh my, of his left shoulder, and he will undergo more testing. But yeah. He kind of slid weird, Andrew, and kind of did like a weird chicken wing. Did you see it, Boneloads? The kind of slide?
I'm curious how she slid and then hurt his shoulder. That's
I
interesting.
saw it live. It was ugly. I was like, oh God.
Let me see if I can find a little video of it. Let's see. Ohtani slide. Right here. Yeah, let's see. Oh. Let's go a little bit of this. I got a little video of it.
Being as my team's ain't in this, or this is the guy I'm most interested in, so I hate to see him getting knocked out.
Yeah, so what is everybody rooting for? I mean, I'm an AL East guy, so my Orioles are in the East, so I'm not really going to root for the Yankees.
I have a really bad hatred of the.
There he goes.
I know, right?
Look, here's what he does. He slides, but see the arm that he's dragging, Bone
Oh,
Loads?
he pulled it out.
He tried, that's the arm he separated, trying to slow his slide down.
Gosh.
Right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
I
don't know.
He throws right and bats right.
Yeah, so that's really what did it was. So that's what he
He
did.
kind of went shoulder first instead of sliding.
Yeah. Let's see.
Shoulder took the momentum.
So the picture. When I hit a drive, I know from the sound it's just good. Says our friend Cy Clyde when he's playing some golf, he knows what it sounds like. Four. There you go. Four. There you go. Left. Matt says left. Left-handed, I guess.
Yeah, Matt would
There
know.
you
He's a
go.
Dodger fan. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, that's bad for the Dodgers and all, but they are up 2-0 over the Yankees in the World Series, kind of quickly.
Dave Roberts is refusing to put him on the mound. Refusing.
Refusing to put who on the mound?
Not
Ohtani?
after that shoulder.
Ohtani.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if it was up to doctors or if it was up to the pitching coach. I don't know who has the ultimate authority there, Andrew. I don't know.
I think they predetermined that before the season even started. They're like, he's not pitching this year, no matter what.
That's all I remember hearing from the start too. There, Boneload, same thing.
So I guess they're just sticking to their guns. Yeah.
Yep. Right. So that's kind of how he did that. So we're gonna have to see how big of a difference that makes. If it's going to be like if the Dodgers end up losing, people might be sitting here going, "Wow!" Well, only if Ohtani didn't get hurt, maybe could have been different. So we'll have to see how all that turns out.
Broncos
So
gonna be rocking, huh?
Well, yeah. So how about this next story? How about DeAndre Hopkins now with the Kansas City Chiefs? Do they not have enough tools and weapons already, guys?
I know.
What do we think about that? And it's kind of funny considering that the game I went to, Boneloads, Mike Evans, he got hurt in it. That was just a hamstring, but then Chris Godwin ended up dislocating his ankle in that game.
Did that look nasty?
It was kind of, it happened so quick. It was like bang, bang, Andrew. You didn't have time to really think of it. It was anything really that bad until you saw him rolling around and didn't get up. And so And I think it ended up that Roquan Smith ended up getting a fine for a drag tackle or something like that. That hip tackle or whatever.
Hip drop.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one last week. A guy did a hip drop and a horse collar in the same tackle.
Whoa,
man. Wow. Yeah.
What do you think about the no call in the that everybody's talking about in the Vikings game last week on the last play where Darnold's head got
awful.
Wasn't it? I mean, his head got just totally jerked sideways, didn't it, Andrew?
That was
Oh,
awful.
face mask. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the fucking ref looking? That dude should be fined and or released from the NFL.
Multiple refs.
Right
and
there. Yeah.
Right, and here's another angle, guys. What you've noticed the last couple of weeks is that they go with video assistance. We've decided that the play is this, right? Because New York or whoever's watching upstairs is calling down and feeding them plays before they even go watch it, and they're kind of telling them with video assistance, we've determined how this play went. So why can't they determine that someone's head got turned around illegally with video assistance? Why does it require a challenge, which you can't do right now? Why does it require a challenge? You know, why can't they just call that down like anything else? So they're gonna have to talk about that going forward.
The Vikings they might have lost anyways, but they got screwed.
Yeah. Matt says Ohtani is good, but I think the Dodgers roster is deep enough to keep them going until he's ready in Game 4. I don't know, because I hear some people saying that he might recover from this injury, but if it's a full separation or a subluxation, as they're saying in the article, then some people are saying that it might be longer than that. My sister Kathy's saying they wouldn't show it on the replay. There you go. All right, Spotty, we'll be right here for you. Got to go. You got to be right back. So now it isn't enough that the Chiefs have enough weapons. They're already undefeated, but now they acquire DeAndre Hopkins, Andrew, for a 5th-round draft pick. What are your thoughts on that, buddy?
The Titans think this is their thinking now. The Titans probably think he's old, washed up.
Yeah.
Wanted to get rid of him. So they're like, we'll give you 5th and him. See you later.
Yeah, and I think it could be a conditional 4th pick if he plays well, if he, like they do with all the trades. But it says DeAndre Hopkins is he's going to be wearing number 8, guys, because he's been wearing number 10, and he said he's going to be wearing number 8 because of Kobe Bryant. He kind of attributed to Kobe, one of his favorite athletes. He says right here. So so not as if they don't have enough weapons. But what do you think, guys? I think he's got 12 years in the league, Boneloads. What do you think? He's going to make a big difference on that team? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I think he can kind of like discover the fountain of youth, at least for this last half of the season. You know how just kind of like go into a better situation, just kind of like pumps life into your career and just, you know?
Yeah.
So he was just in a really bad situation in Tennessee. So I think going to a winning situation, a team that's undefeated has a chance to win a Super Bowl again, three-peat. I think it's going to really like jumpstart him. So I think he can give them quality snaps from the rest of the season. So he's probably not as good as he once was in his prime, but definitely very capable. Yeah.
And I think they have enough weapons to spread it around that they don't have to rely on him being the number 1 guy, and so that might make him even get him open even that much more often. Because they do have like Kelsey and other guys to go to.
Yeah. I mean, he just finds receivers, and they got that rookie Worthy. He's a speedster, so they can definitely benefit from Hopkins.
Worthy should be their number 1 wide receiver.
I think he is. Yeah, I think he is right now.
That dude is crazy good.
Yeah, and D-Hop being a veteran too, he can coach. He can kind of coach up.
Coach on a field.
Yeah. I think
what did you think about Devontae Adams? He's now been traded to the New York Jets, and he played his first game last week. It was that loss 37-15, I think, against the Pittsburgh Steelers, right?
And they looked horrible again today.
I know. Lost to the Pats. Lost to Andrew's Pats.
Wow, because when I saw it at halftime, they were talking about how Aaron Rodgers was slinging it all over the place. He had 2 passing touchdowns at the time, but they ended up losing to the Patriots.
just shit the bed in the second half and just laid an egg. Yeah, yep.
And Devontae Adams said that last week that he couldn't believe the locker room mindset after the loss against the Steelers. He's like he said I've been a part of a couple different locker rooms, and apparently he spoke on it. He said normally I'm not this guy, this outspoken guy, but he admits he has like little time left in his career, and he thinks he saw something really bad or different about the culture that it was worth speaking up on there. Boneloads. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, they're probably like laughing and having a good time.
Yeah,
like,
he didn't like the attitude or the culture, the non-response to like not winning and all that stuff. Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah,
very cool.
So it might be a bad year for them this year, but maybe they'll come back next year with D-Hop and Garrett. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Walk-off Hail Mary versus the Bears.
Whoa, really? So who won? Give us the final score, Andrew.
That is crazy. Must have just happened too, because those games started at 1:25, 4:25 Eastern.
The Bears still suck.
Oh, don't tell Perry that. He's gonna move with the fridge.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I didn't say it.
See, he told you, Andrew. He didn't like you anymore, Andrew.
Our boy JG's checking in. Jukebox Ginger's checking in. How you doing tonight, JG? That's what my sister says to you. Holy Angel, Andiwai, Kadisha Malachi says, how was church today, Andrew? LMBO.
Good pronunciation, too, Bia.
Oh, thank you. I got as close as I could.
No, I think that was pretty good.
Our boy Granny checks in and goes, wow, I can't believe you don't invite me to this show, but you have some gay dude in a Chargers hat? What's up, Granny?
Yes.
Lost it on that one. How you doing, Granny? What's good, man? We'll have to have Granny come on talk about
we got we gotta get him on here.
Granny don't know no sports.
Oh shit. Man, that's Scott saying Scott's like Granny don't know shit about no sports.
That just happened too, by the way.
What's Articulate John?
I gotta see that replay.
Thanks for checking in tonight, Articulate John and Granny and all of our friends checking us out on the Andrew Giant 96 channel. We just fun and sitting around here on a Sunday night talking about the week of sports that just happened before us. Yeah. So D-Hop is it? So Andrew, so you were excited about what's going on in the WWE. You're the wrestling guy. So time for tell everybody about the changes with the announcers, Andrew.
Lillian Garcia is back in the WWE.
Lillian Garcia is back as the full-time wrestling announcer for WWE Raw. Andrew, are you excited about that?
I'm really sad to see Samantha go.
Well, yeah, Samantha Irvin's pretty fine her damn self. So, and they're kind of in an interesting position, Andrew, in that they have two very good female announcers, I think.
Not only because she was hot, but when she announced, the way she put
emphasis on your penis. Oh, okay.
The names, her roughness.
The rah when she would growl, right? Yeah, and very much like Lillian Garcia too. She was her predecessor. She kind of came before her, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So now, what do you think about this, Andrew? About Samantha Irvin moving on, and she was a really good female ring announcer. Now they're bringing back Lillian Garcia. What do you think about this? Why do you think this happened?
But it turns out, I don't know if this is true or not. She wasn't into. She wanted to be a
She wanted to be a manager, or she wanted to do other things in the business. But this girl, Samantha, said it wasn't really kind of her life dream or goal to be like a ring announcer for WWE, Andrew. But I have a theory about this. I don't know how much. This just seems like another thing where Triple H is just trying to get the company kind of back to where it was, because I think some of the people might have left because they had a difference of opinion with Vince McMahon at the time. And you know how quick he was just to throw the person out the door, right? And just let it get on to the next person.
Yeah.
So what are your
I don't
are your thoughts on
think
that?
it was that.
You don't really necessarily know. What do you got another theory or?
Samantha Irving stresses that they left on good terms.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just saw the end of the game. They threw up like a Hail Mary for Tampa, and they knocked over some like police officer that was on the like not facing the crowd, but
Oh
like right
boy.
next to the end zone.
Really?
Was involved in the play for sure. Got tackled to the ground.
How did that game end, Boneloads? Because they were wearing their orange Dreamsicle uniforms today. Tampa was.
Falcons won by 5.
Really?
Swept them
Wow.
this year. Yeah, Falcons own them this year.
Oh, that's right.
Could somebody find that clip of the
Which one, Andrew?
Bears in Washington?
Well, they're not too fond of showing their stuff without their permission, Andrew. So I'm probably.
And I
gonna
think
have...
it just happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, on
Sorry.
like Twitter or something.
Go walk in the woods with a Mountain Dew, says a granny. I think he's directing that one to you there, Scott. I think that's a you comment right there.
Make it a
Yeah, I can see that.
Make it a Coca-Cola. Bobby says Rice and Hollywood are out for the year. Juju is on injured reserve again. Oh shit.
Juju is killing it too.
Articulate John says I only watch bowling. There you go. We got some of that too. What's
So,
up, John?
Their
There you go.
receiving core is decimated.
Yeah. Andrew, your friend Holy Angel says my favorite wrestlers are Bret Hart and AJ Lee.
This
Right,
is a
and
good
AJ.
one.
Man.
There's your good ones.
Yeah.
Checking in.
AJ was definitely a heartthrob. CM Punk is definitely a lucky SOB for marrying that bitch.
Hello.
Well said, my friend.
We got the EDO Wester checking in. What's up? Checking in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. We're doing Sports Heads on a Sunday night. Is she the Bruce Buffer of wrestling? Yeah, I don't know which one would be more. We have who is Bruce and I don't know who's Michael in that scenario. I'm not sure. I guess Michael Buffer. I would be Lillian Garcia, and then Bruce. I don't know. That'd be my take on that. Granny,
Yes.
yeah. Granny says, Articulate John, ask JBX about that. They're talking in the chat. A 38-yard touchdown pass, my sister Kathy says. And look who's checking in, bro. Look at Andrew.
Hey, Lots.
Holy shit, I thought you were dead.
I thought you were dead. Not dead. Look at Scott Fitzpatrick checking in with him, saying, lost my brother. What's up, man?
Lost went away and became a star, Andrew.
I know. He's going to be bigger than you, I think.
That you kind of you might be hitting on something. You're not. Yeah, look at that. Look what you're getting there.
I love the updates though. I do.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh shit! I didn't even know what was going on.
He's prolific at that clipping stuff.
Yeah.
There you go. You're getting the
He
love
watches
from.
the stuff, so we don't have to. Yeah.
We are long us four and my lost interest. We go back a long time, man. So it's good to see my lost interest in here. Look at that smile on Andrew's face. He's loving it. I thought you were dead. Andrew for the forever the optimist.
I was joking, man, but it's like
Well, he responded to that, Andrew. He said, "I'm not dead yet, Andrew. Not dead yet." Our boy Spawn's checking in. Hey, Spawn likes to check in every day on this little show that's running behind me called BF Live. I do that Monday through Friday in the midday. If you ever want something to watch in the midday or some fun in the midday, check out my show, BF Live, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. East to like 3 p.m. We do like 3 hours every day, Monday through Friday. Check me out there. Andrew, my man from Matt Ing, checking in. Let's get into some other stories, Andrew. So Lillian Garcia's coming back. Samantha Irvin's moving on in the WWE. All right. This was an old story about T. Higgins talking about he might have a quad injury, but Boneloads or any of you guys, did you happen to see that they were doing they did their like white out game today where they were wearing the white, everything was white and the tiger stripes were black. It was like just a white out day.
Oh, for the Bengals?
Yes, for the Bengals.
That sounds sweet. The Packers did that last week, and I loved it.
Yeah, it can be pretty impressive if everybody shows up wearing white. Go ahead, Andrew.
We got a hell of a game going on here.
You want to give us the update? What do you got there, buddy?
72-74 Brooklyn in Milwaukee at Brooklyn.
Nice.
So you're doing basketball now?
What do you think about Doc Rivers this year, Andrew? Is he the guy that's going to take you all the way?
No.
Mm.
I still think it was a horrible decision getting rid of Budenholzer.
He's coaching Phoenix now, I think.
This
He-
is
Something like that.
Andrew's so happy right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's in his element.
Yeah. All he needed was a girl sitting on his face and he'd be in heaven.
Dude,
Like sports playing. Get on my way, girl. I'm trying to watch these sports.
Yeah.
Now he's thinking about his shake on his
He
lap.
won his second game in a walk-off or OT.
Game time or what?
OT. For the Suns.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why we call Andrew the human sports ticker, because you never know what sports he's going to tick off with next. All right.
But I think Giannis and Dame, with a season, off season together, and just, because he got traded like right before the season started. So I think hopefully they'll have a little more chemistry and be able to, play better off each other.
Matt says midday freaks unite. He knows what's up. He checks me out in the midday, Monday through Friday on BF Live channel right here on YouTube. What's up, Matt? How you doing? He's the #1 mod of Scott Fitzpatrick page. I know that to be a fact. My Lost Interest says Bengals look like a prison break in the white uniforms. Oh shit!
I'm going to jail.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh. What's going on, What's going on, Andrew?
Andrew loved it.
Seth Rollins just tweeted because he's a Bears fan. I hate football. My God.
Son of a bitch. All right, Andrew. And Andrew is not only giving you basketball updates, he's telling you how sports celebrities and wrestlers feel about the game that just happened in Chicago. And that is why we call Andrew the human sports ticker. Who gonna put all that together for you other than Andrew? Who gonna tell you how the WWE guy feels about the Chicago game while telling you about basketball? This guy right here.
That was a good
All right,
update.
Andrew.
That's funny.
It's kind of what we're going for here, Andrew. Oh, my bad. Oh. All right. Hey, Boneloads, you put a story in the hopper, in our hopper, the Sports Heads hopper, about one of the a player getting shot, one of the Denver Broncos wide receivers, Josh
Oh, no,
Reynolds.
I can't take credit for that one. That was Scotty.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but-
My bad.
all right,
The hopper
That's okay.
goes fast. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott. All right. Tell us
Yeah.
about this.
I
Like-
believe I can't remember the name of the place, but I guess he was already hurt. I don't remember if he hurt a
Shotgun
finger or something like
something.
that.
Yeah, you said it was shotgun something or
Yeah.
another. And I'm like, Yeah.
It's
Shotgun
on-
Dave's or
he-
something.
He didn't go on the road and he stayed back behind because he was going to be he was injured.
all
And
right.
then he goes to a place called Shotgun Charlie's or something like
Shotgun
that.
was something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I guess a couple of dudes was seen following them around and they got fucked around and got shot.
It was called Shotgun Willie's. Yeah, ironic enough, Maybe you want to avoid a place with shotgun in the title.
I think he took one in the leg and one in the head.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
back in the head.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
I'll
like,
run.
okay, I guess. Yeah.
Wow. Well, since you were cool enough to submit a report about it, I hadn't heard anything about this story. So thanks for Scott
Crazy
Fitzpatrick
story.
for submitting this. And let's go to it now. This is a story about the Denver Broncos wide receiver being shot, ironically, at a place called Shotgun Willie's.
We have new details tonight about a shooting involving Broncos wide receiver Josh Reynolds. 2 suspects have now been arrested. Your reporter Alan Janae has been digging into this story all evening long and joins us live tonight in studio.
Well, Michael, here's a situation. This goes back to a week ago. The Broncos today finally confirmed that Josh Reynolds was a victim of a shooting in Denver. He was already on injured reserve at the time of the shooting due to surgery and a broken finger. Now he has additional injuries. 2 men have been arrested, 35-year-old Luis Mendoza and 42-year-old Bert Charlesworth.
This guy.
29-year-old Reynolds is an 8-year NFL veteran who came to Denver from the Detroit Lions just this season. He's caught 12 passes for the Broncos for 183 yards and a touchdown. ESPN senior
There it
writer
is,
Jeff
Scott.
Leg-
Shotgun Willies. Place got a shotgun on the roof. How you gonna go to any place with a gun on it? Come on now.
When you got money, nothing good happens at 2:00 at night at a strip bar.
Yeah, and this is a gentleman's club. I always hear about the worst things happening at
that is
strip
a
clubs,
more
like
you
guys just
know
following other dudes out and
from a wise man right there. Nothing good happens after 2:00, especially at a titty bar. Let's continue with this story.
Wald reports police said Reynolds and 2 others were at Shotgun Willie's in Glendale last week and left at about 2:45 in the morning on Friday. Court documents indicate video from the club shows they were followed out by Mendoza. Reynolds and his companions said there were no problems in the club. Court documents also say 3 vehicles, including the one driven by Mendoza, followed the vehicle Reynolds was in as they left. Shooting began, and the vehicles headed out onto I-95. By Bellevue, Reynolds and his companions abandoned their Ford Bronco, which would no longer drive.
Oh,
Police
shit.
later closed the highway last Friday to look for evidence by the Evans exit. There is nothing out yet about whether Reynolds was a target. Now, he was shot in his left arm and in the back of his head. Another man was shot in his back. Both were treated at the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. A third was wounded by shattered glass. All 3 of them were scraped up from climbing over a fence to try and get away from the gunfire. Documents indicate suspect Charles Worth told police he was helping a friend due to a prior conflict. Charles Worth and Mendoza are being held now for investigation of attempted first-degree murder and assault, Michael.
Yeah, grateful that situation wasn't worse, Alan. Thank you.
It's like at least Colorado seems to properly charge people.
It could be worse. The place could have been called Buttfuck Billy's.
He could have got a whole different kind of a shotgun, if you will.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, Andrew, his internet just totally crapped out. He backed out backstage and everything. So we'll bring him back as soon as he comes back in. Meanwhile, we'll talk to our friend Spawn that says, I just crushed today. Oh, I got crushed today. All because of Justin Tucker and whoever the shithead is with the Saints bought points in that game.
Kicker, yeah.
All right. There's our boy Andrew back today. Sorry to hear about that, Spawn. They always get you in them parlays, dummy. Matt Eng says, dumbass Washington commies won. What are your thoughts on that stupid plays from the Bears, Andrew? What do you think about the Bears?
The Bears still suck.
The Bears still suck.
I totally despise the Bears.
Really?
Oh, and Green Bay fan. Yeah.
Ah.
I didn't mean to answer that for him. Sorry.
So it's kind of your nature. It's kind of how you're trained in your blood because you're a Packers fan.
I have a bad habit for answering for Andrew. Sorry about
that. So I gotta give him a little kickstart.
I'm a hardcore Packer fan.
I'm glad you said Packers fan.
When the Bears lose, especially in the fashion that they did today,
yeah,
I laugh.
Andrew.
Very hard.
I don't know if the Packer even did it much justice.
Our friend Spawn says, I'm on that fuck the Bears train as well. Hashtag hype train. Trying to find some passengers for that Bears hype train. All right, Andrew. We're having a lot of fun here tonight on Sunday night. I told you about that kind of the Chris Godwin. He's going to be out, dislocated ankle. And yeah, I was at the game, guys, and I've never seen a bench, the entirety of a bench empty so quickly. I don't understand. They knew so quickly, and it got communicated. So they must have said, "Oh, he's fucked. He's fucked," because they literally emptied the bench, and it would happen on this play right here. And you can judge for yourself if you think this looked kind of bad at the time. They didn't call a penalty on it at the time. Only after the fact. So check it out. It didn't look egregious at the time. Here it is.
Team, and they were trying to score. He'd bring the house on them. Here's Godwin for
right there. That was it.
Right there, everything's fine.
That was the tackle that did it. Let's we can watch it a little slowly.
Yeah, fast motion. It seems like a standard hit.
Yeah, we'll slow it down. We'll go half speed with it.
Okay.
That took. Let's go half.
Team, and they were trying to.
It happened so fast.
Yeah. Poor guy, man. He
But
was
it does
having a
say
hell of a
that
season,
the NFL
too.
fined the Ravens linebacker Roquan Smith $16,833 for that hit right there. They called it a hip drop tackle. Yeah.
I didn't even recognize it. I just thought it was a tackle. I didn't recognize it as an
It's
illegal.
hard to tell from that angle. We'd have to see some other.
Right, Scott. So much so that it wasn't even called during the game. It was only after
Refs didn't
after
see
they
it either,
reviewed
yeah.
it, because the league will do that. They'll kind of review certain questionable plays and they'll mail out these lovely fine letters during the week. I'm on that fuck the Bears train. So yeah, that was kind of the hit, and that is the penalty, the result of it from that hit right there.
Unfortunate.
It's going to be a flag football before long.
Yeah, you see that, Andrew? It was
You're
just
not
laying
wrong,
on the
Scott,
ground.
because they're out ruling all these different kind of tackles. Go ahead, Andrew.
Could you tell his ankle was dislocated?
No, you could just tell by you could tell by the reaction of the on-field personnel is kind of what made it. When you saw that, yeah, he was like dragging himself, and then everybody reacted to it. It kind of just happened like that, Andrew. It was kind of.
Yeah, you can see if you watch it again, you can see the ankle is clearly dislocated. We should
It's
bring
just
it back one more
laying
time.
there.
Yeah, it's completely dislocated from the rest of the leg, and it's just
couldn't stand on it, doing what he wanted.
Yeah.
So Andrew, we're talking about the Jets, and famously earlier this year, what was it, after like the first 5 games, the New York Jets dumped their coach Robert Saleh, who was like, just last year he was going to be the guy the next guy that resurrected the Jets, Andrew. But now he landed somewhere, buddy. Tell everybody where Robert Saleh, the former New York Jets head coach, fired this year. Where's he at now?
He's coaching us.
He's coaching with your Packers, Andrew. What do you think about that, buddy, being a Packers fan? How are you in favor? What is your opinion on this?
He's a defensive coach, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
So, from a defensive perspective, it's kind of a good thing because he can actually tell you what defenses are looking for.
Yeah.
And it would actually help.
Yeah, and you see this happen a lot where a lot of these head coaches that have like these past relationships, maybe they were coordinators or assistant coaches in college or other teams, they kind of look out for one another. And so when these head coaches tend to come available, usually one of these guys will pull them in, Andrew, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Robert Saleh, I'm sure it can't hurt, but it does say that Robert Saleh has joined Matt LaFleur and the Packers in a fluid role, Andrew. That mean sexual fluid? I don't know. What do you mean? Kind of being.
Hello, Frisco.
All right.
I think it means that there's just like he's not like a secondary coach. He's not a running back coach. He's just all over the place, just coaching up.
Like a kind of an advisor, maybe, like kind of Andrew was kind of getting at. Somebody can tell you what they're looking for and what the other defenses might be looking for. Andrew, you put I think I got this right. I probably is you, because this is all Milwaukee all over it. And so Andrew is a Milwaukee, Wisconsin sports kind of guy. So Andrew, this talks about the Milwaukee Bucks ownership group submits a bid for a WNBA expansion team, my friend. What are your thoughts on this, Andrew?
Milwaukee's basketball town. They had a stadium built for a basketball team. The Bucks. They're a basketball city. So
yeah.
Why not?
All right, but this is WNBA, Andrew. Now, do the Bucks do well there?
Yes.
Yeah.
As far as I know. The last couple of seasons, I don't know about this season with fucking Doc Rivers being the coach. They might
No, they'll be fine. They're good. Yeah.
do fuck all this year.
So yeah, right here it does say that it says the Milwaukee Bucks ownership group submits a bid for a WNBA expansion team. It's among several proposals. So I don't know if you guys heard earlier this year, but they said that the WNBA is basically stepping out of their most recent collective bargaining agreement, which means, Boneloads, they're likely want to renegotiate like salaries and conditions for the players, right?
Yeah, get it up a little bit. I think it's fair.
Now, because now my understanding has always been that the WNBA team have not made any money, that they don't turn a profit, right?
No, but hopefully that'll change with Caitlin Clark, because the popularity is growing. So hopefully they'll find some way to turn some kind of profit. Yeah,
and so that's kind of one. That's why I'm kind of getting at with the timing of this, Boneloads. What do you think? What kind of negotiating power can they have in a league that's not making money? They're going to be demanding more money, but I do believe that. I believe it's based on the this surge that attributed to Caitlin Clark becoming part of the league. You see them now; they're showing the videos of the girls walking in, like the football players, showing what they're best dressed in and all that stuff, right, Bones?
Yeah, no, and I think, like you said, because they aren't making money right now, that it's going to have to be minimal. Like they can't ask for too much more than they're already making. Honestly,
right? It's right. It seems like that this need to renegotiate is based on the current wave of popularity of Caitlin Clark, and not because of the success of the team performing well or actually making money.
Exactly. It's almost like a rich guy's toy. It's like their hobby. You're like you if you're buying a team, you're almost like, okay, I'm going to take the loss, but it's cool because I own a basketball team. Yeah.
I mean, I do think they have like some newfound momentum, but I don't know if it means enough that it's going to make money come up out of nowhere. Go ahead, Andrew.
Should at some point, but as of right now, no. It's going to take some years.
We have a bit of a scuffle in the game there.
Which game are you talking about, buddy?
Yep.
Bucks versus.
You got MKK Frog checking in, saying hello, Andrew. They're checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. You're watching this on BF Live channel on Andrew the Giant 96. Having some fun with the boys, just talking about some sports here on Sunday night. It was a hard
foul, and they took exception.
Really? So we're doing it all. We're talking about baseball. We're talking about wrestling. We're talking about football. We're talking about how wrestlers feel about football. We're doing it all right here on the Sports Heads, because we got Andrew the Giant, the human sports ticker, on a Sunday night, hanging out with.
Seth Rollins was in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, he was at you talking about when he was at the game, like getting the crowd amped up for the one NBC game that we had. Yes. Yeah, I did see him on the field before the game. Yeah, Mr. Best Dressed right here. Andrew, right here. You can watch Andrew the Giant on youtube.com/Andrew the Giant and the number's 96. That's where Andrew Giant, you're watching it tonight on the co-stream.
Did you see him could you see where he was?
Yeah, I could see him, and he stood out because he was a taller guy, wasn't necessarily the biggest guy, but taller and very well dressed. So yeah, when somebody's very well dressed, he was kind of sticking out for those reasons, Andrew. So yes, I did notice Seth Rollins when he was in Baltimore. That's another thing, Andrew. I think that since Triple H is in charge of the company, I think you have been seeing more of the co-incorporation of the WWE stars going out to like major sports events, buddy.
Yes.
I think I believe that I would attribute that to Triple H running the company now, because that's kind of what Vince did back in the day, but he got away from it. But I think that's an important part of the WWE, was being part of pop culture.
I don't know if you agree or disagree with me.
Yeah.
WWE and wrestling is a sport.
Well, it's an athletic endeavor that the end might be predetermined, but it's very athletic. Yeah.
I know it's predetermined and all this junk, but it is a sport. You got to be in certain amount of shape.
Absolutely. To do a half-hour match or an hour match and do all that running around takes an enormous amount of physical prowess and ability, Andrew, no doubt.
And extremely skilled. Some of those moves, man, you cannot pull that off unless you put in some straight practice, dude.
Right. So it's athletic, it's acrobatic, it's all of the above. It's cardio, it's everything. So yeah. But yeah, people they don't like it because it's kind of Might be predetermined.
Gay.
Wait a minute, Scott just summed it up by saying just gay. It's just gay.
I think they're gonna kick Doc out.
Doc who? Doc Rivers?
Yep.
Oh, nice. He started getting all mad up after the foul, or what?
He was like this.
Now, Andrew, if I'm not mistaken, and if I'm not mistaken,
Do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Do it again.
Scott will have you do it all night. Andrew,
Hello, Frisco.
if I'm not mistaken, Doc Rivers was the coach that they quickly put in place after the other players kind of rejected the coach that they had last year. Do I have that story right?
Correct.
I do, right. They had a young kind of new coach on the Bucks, and they were doing quite well, but the players were revolted, and they didn't like his attitude or the way he ran the team, right?
Yeah.
Even though they were winning. So now they have Doc Rivers. So what do you think about that since then? What is your thoughts on that? You think that was a good move in hindsight?
He's teapotting.
They've sucked ever since?
Their defense has sucked.
Their defense have sucked. Yeah, I know we thought it was weird when they did that, where they kind of they had a hot start of the season. I think it was last year, right? Or was it the beginning? It was last
30
year.
and 13 or something.
Right. It was crazy, Boneloads. They were doing well. Why would anybody think about firing their coach? Yet it was all these rumblings were coming around about how they didn't like the coach. They didn't like the way he talked to them. They didn't like his ways and his attitude, which really isn't his primary mission. His primary mission is to win. So they quickly replaced a winning coach due to a player revolt with Doc Rivers. And Andrew said it's kind of been shit since.
Yeah, last year I think they were 500 after they brought him in.
Yeah. Wow. So you go from being above 500 and doing quite well to just basically just he was just manning the ship, just being mediocre. That's really weird. That's really weird that a ownership would kind of do that to their own franchise.
The franchise owner of the Bucks was the former owner of the Browns, so I see why.
Oh, I see. That's interesting, Andrew.
It's a good one.
Talking about the Browns, Andrew, we were off last week, but did you hear that the Browns are moving out of downtown Cleveland?
No way.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They wanted a dome stadium, Boneloads, and they couldn't come to an agreement with it. The city offered so much, they came so far, but ultimately the team wanted a domed facility, so they are moving to Cleveland suburbs. They're moving out of the greater downtown area, 12 miles away to a Cleveland suburb, and they're going to build a dome stadium out there. So,
and
it's
for the fans, so it's not like freezing all the time.
But you know that I do get a sense of irony out of this, because this is the same city that wouldn't give Art Modell what he needed after building Jacobs Field and building a center for the Cavaliers. He didn't give Art Modell what he needed. He brought the team to Baltimore. We renamed them the Browns. They got the Browns replaced. They built this new stadium. Now here we are like 25 years later, and they're in the same situation again, where Cleveland is negotiating for their team to stay around, and they've lost out only this time to a suburb of Cleveland. Yeah. So
This
it's
is not
weird.
too bad. I know. Like San Diego, we were all pissed because they were like, oh, they're going to go to Chula Vista, or oh, they're going to go to Oceanside or Escondido. But it's like, that would have even been better than, I mean, even though for in the grand scheme of things, your team moving 2 hours away is the worst thing ever. It's not bad at all. But yeah, it's like we were mad because they were leaving outside of the city. But I would take that now, Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What's up, Andrew?
I'm trying to see what's good in the Bucks game. That's why I'm moving all over the place.
What happened?
I'm trying to see it. It's going to the Bucks game. That's why
Oh, okay.
They have this stupid powder.
He is really traveling tonight, man.
He is getting it. He traveling more than an NBA player there, Scott.
That thing hauls ass too. I had to run after him when he was like pushing it to the metal, dude. He was
Does it?
me in the dust, yeah.
Our friend Matt says, this is the Lakers season, he says. Oh, that's funny. Where did you, I think you put something in our in our thing about a stat about LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, they demoted Bronny to G League.
What?
That makes sense because I think he was just kind of just there to appease LeBron and just kind of like for a field goal good type of thing. But yeah, he I don't know if he's ready for the big league ball club. I think sending him down to the G League is the right thing.
Yeah, I wonder if he's
Just
going to
'cause-
accept that. If LeBron's going to accept
Yeah.
that. But here, go ahead, Boneloads. You talk about this. I'm pretty sure you did send this one in.
Yeah. So LeBron the other night became the player with the missed most shots in NBA history. No one has
Wow,
missed more
most
than
missed
him.
field goals. LeBron and Kobe. So I take two. I take two takeaways from this, Boneloads. First of all, yeah, that's a lot of misses. But number two, how many guys? There's only certain guys that are of their stature that play this long and take that many shots in order to have like kind of a negative stat, right, buddy?
Yeah, and it's a testament to how long he's played. It's only because he's played so long. He's also played way more games and taken way more shots than anyone else as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So right, I think it has more to do with the longevity of their career. So it's kind of a misnomer that I guess if you stay around long enough,
It's a misleading stat for sure.
it is because I mean both of these guys got rings, right? They're champions. So obviously these misses or whatever didn't affect their ability to win a championship. But I thought that was an interesting stat that you put in our hopper.
Right, it's funny because it's like he's got the most turnover, he's got the most missed shots, but it's like he's also has the most everything else too.
I was thinking of
being there,
I was thinking of Kobe, but that's like more free throws, right?
Gosh, I don't know.
He's like missed the most free throws. I think he was kind of known. Or Shaq. Shaq.
Kind of like Brett Favre with the interceptions.
Yeah,
Interceptions.
exactly, Scotty. It's so true. He's got the most touchdowns, but he had the most interceptions too. Yeah, most games played too. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right, well, I got a couple more videos we can play right here. So we were talking about football and all the different stuff, but we like to talk about other stuff too, right here on Sports Heads. Check this out, guys. How about if we mix these two shorts? How about some MMA hockey? They do this in South Africa. Check this shit out. This is like we've done like boxing on ice where they put them in a little kind of faux ice ring and they kind of let them duke it out. But this is MMA on the ice. Check this out.
Oh! Got his ass.
Ooh, it's a spin punch. Got over there, Andrew.
Второй нокдаун. Смотрите, какие два тяжелых удара. Всей грудью. Заключительный отрезок и чистый нокдаун. Здорово.
One more time.
Yeah.
Еще одна атака. Включился на полную. Второй нокдаун. Смотрите, какие два тяжелых удара.
There you go.
That was awesome.
That was
You
wild.
having
Yes.
a seizure, Andrew?
Yeah, I was wondering what's going on over there. I think he's moving himself up.
I gotta pee.
Wait a minute. All right. Well, Andrew, I got one more story, and then you can pee and we can pull this train in the station, buddy. Hey, Scott, I think you kind of turned this video in earlier about this kind of special fishing tournament, buddy.
Right.
It was the redneck fishing tournament, right?
I believe it's some kind of carp. We got them around where I live too, and if you drive your they're a what's it called, an invasive species type of fish.
Yeah.
So they want them kind of eradicated, but they're one of them fish that you can't. You're always going to have them. It's like roaches or something.
Yeah, I don't think you're never going to get down every one, but they try to maintain the population. Apparently,
you can drive a boat down through the water.
Yeah,
and they just start jumping, man. You can just stick a net out and catch it.
Yes, and you're going to see it in the evidence in this video right here. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable about going down the river either. And some of the residents talk about what the experience is like trying to enjoy the river with these fish in it. But let's read this.
I've had them jump in the boat before on their own.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like it's going on in this video here too as well. So it looks like it isn't really that hard to catch them. Our friend Spawn says, regardless of how much nepotism is involved, it's everywhere. It's still a really cool story of first father and son tandem, and he saw dad turn up last night, triple double. There you go. The Lakers beat it.
The Hail Mary. Oh, it got batted, and dude just happened to be right behind the whole group of people and wide open.
Really?
It just came into his hands. He
So
didn't have to be anywhere.
playing the role of Andrew while Andrew's off the camera. It's Boneloads. He's getting the sports updates while we're doing the sports heads. That's cool.
Yeah, that Washington walk off. Yeah. And then I agree with Spawn with the. A lot of people were mad about it, but I think it's cool. I'm not mad about it. I think Bronny, with getting hurt last year with his heart thing, and
that was crazy. I can't believe he's actually playing. Yeah, he had a heart instant at a training or something like that. I think it was,
he
right?
missed out on some crucial development. So I think being in the G League for a little bit will do him some good to kind of catch up. But probably some guys that could have got picked over him that probably should have got picked over him. But whatever, it's like you said, it's.
They always say it's not what you know, it's who you know a lot of times in life, and that's always the case. Our friend Spawn says, imagine scoring 16 points in the fourth quarter in the first 4 minutes, and your son is on the bench cheering the loudest. That's a good image right there.
Yeah.
While our boy is out, has Andrew provided any perfect moments for laugh tracks when he's searching for answers? Boy, Andrew has provided so many moments throughout the years. Like he said stuff like this.
My life is wonderful with all my guys.
I have all kind of hand drops. Or he'll say stuff like this.
I'm ready for ya.
He'll say stuff like that. What else he got?
What about I just came?
Oh, how about this one? Scott remembers this one.
My life.
Oh, I got to change the track. Here we go.
I got the Johnson. She got the pussy.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yep. So
hear him on there.
Where he is, right there. Look. Bam. Oh, there you go.
Here's a good.
Yeah. Well, what about you? What are your thoughts on your sex life, Andrew? What are your?
If you eat my ass, you must eat mine.
Oh, that seems pretty fair. If you eat my ass, you must eat mine. Okay.
Nice.
I win, tells you lose.
It's all right.
If you eat my ass, you must eat mine.
All right. So sure.
Yeah. And then
what are
your thoughts?
They're probably not going to be posted to it again.
What are your thoughts on your butthole, Andrew? Some people don't really like your butthole.
My butthole is worth fighting for.
It's worth fighting for, really? Oh, is that something, really? Well,
Right.
Well, how's it been feeling lately, though?
My butthole is fucking hurt.
Oh, shit. Well, that's too bad, Andrew. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, wait, there. He's back right there. There's the real Andrew. Look, he's wearing the same thing. Wait a minute.
Don't look, Andrew. Hang on.
He's saying, don't look.
Wait, there's two Andrews. What the hell's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks have only scored 89 points.
Are they losing now?
89-106.
All right, Andrew. Well, you're back just in time from peeing to kind of wrap up the show. We'll pull this train into the station for this week. Sports Heads. It's fun hanging out with my boys on a Sunday night talking about some sports. I keep hoping he grabs the ass cheeks of one of those medical orderlies.
I think he did something like that before.
We've had some stories in the past about Andrew grazing some things or something like that. Some people try to tell, some people advocate for that, as a matter of fact, they're Spawn. But we're going to talk about this fish story, Andrew. This is a literal fish story. Check out this redneck fishing tournament. And this is what some locals have to do to try to manage like the carp in their area. Check this out. Here's a funny story on Sports Head. Check it out. We didn't even do fishing.
Well, take a look at this.
Yeah.
Silver Asian carp. Be on the lookout. The world famous redneck fishing tournament has returned to the village of Bath. Our Demetrius Sanders shows us why the event attracts hundreds from across the country and around the world.
Well, this year's redneck fishing tournament is under new leadership, but what hasn't changed is the mission of the event, and that's having a good time while getting rid of invasive carp from the Illinois River.
A tradition spanning nearly 2 decades, the redneck fishing tournament in the village of Bath.
Well, look, it's just like Scott's saying. Scott, they just jump out the water and whoop you in your face.
Yeah. There's been guys that get broken noses and stuff.
I think they jump into they just go into the boat too.
Yeah,
right. You can just like swat them down. I'd be doing like ninja style. I'd be trying to like just swat the ones that jump down in the boat. You're right, Bono.
Created by founder Betty DeFord after silver Asian carp made it difficult to.
I mean, look at that. Like, so it's got at some point, like it's like 5, 6, 7 of them in your face, like all at once.
I don't know why they do that. I mean,
Why they breach all so much?
Enjoy the Illinois River.
They were.
Yeah.
I guess just the disturbance of the water makes them jump like that. 'Cause
Maybe.
they don't do that when their boats ain't going by.
Really, but when you're walking from the side,
Yeah.
they're not constantly jumping. But when the
No.
boats turn them up, they must think something's going on up
Just
there.
knocking the heck out of us. We couldn't even take kids out. And I said, the battle's on.
Since its creation in 2005, thousands of fishermen have picked up their nets in Bath.
Yeah, they're not like cute little fish that if they hit your face, it'll be, oh, look at that, that's silly.
To catch and remove as many of the
Damn,
flying
look at
fish
them.
as possible. Some have participated in the tournament for years.
We've been coming here since
Can you get
2013. Yeah, and won a few years, lost a few years, got second a few years. It's all about having fun.
And others have traveled hours to see the tournament firsthand for the first time.
Well, when you see flying fish jumping at you, you definitely want to get in on something like that. It looks like a lot of fun.
Education is a big part of the event as well. This year, maybe more than ever, as the Illinois Department of Natural Resources rebrands silver Asian carp as Kopi.
How about that, guys? They got a new image, Scott, right?
Yeah, I guess. Right. Well,
Invasive species, yeah, they suck.
Yeah, they breed so fast that they choke out all the fish that you want. And they're kind of a trash fish. I don't think nobody can eat them or nothing.
Well, that's what they're about. This is the part of the story I found interesting. That's why I paused it, because they're calling them now Kopi now, and they are trying to market them as eatable fish. Check this out, Scott, when I play, but they're about this next part of this video right here, because I was surprised about this.
As the Illinois Department of Natural Resources rebrands silver Asian carp as Kopi to highlight it being a quality fish to consume.
It is the second healthiest fish you could actually eat. The only healthier one is wild-caught salmon.
What?
And while DeFord has
Can you
stepped
believe
down
that?
from running the tournament,
Wild caught salmon. They're saying that this is the next healthiest fish to eat compared to wild caught salmon.
I'm pretty sure
friends have taken.
I'm pretty sure they just suck up shit and stuff like a sucker fish, like all the trash on the bottom. That'd be like a catfish.
taken over.
Yeah.
She says as long as the carp are in the river, the event isn't going anywhere.
They're here to stay. They're not going to leave. I said the first year that if we didn't see another one, we wouldn't have the tournament anymore. Here it is 17 years later.
Now, proceeds from this event will be donated to services for local veterans. Money is also being collected for Peoria's Holt Center. In Bath, I'm Demetria Sanders.
And there you have it, boys. And that's our final story we have tonight. All right.
That's fun.
They may
There you
try
go.
to take care of two things at once, kind of get made a sport out of
About
cleaning up a river.
Yeah, kind of a useful sport. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that has like a kind of a goal to it. Our friend Matt, he remembers Ronnie Munn. He says, ass treeks. Ass treeks. You want mummy fingers, little girl? You want your mummy fingers. That's right, because it's getting to be Halloween, guys. That's right. Next Thursday, it's Halloween. So I hope everybody has a happy and safe Halloween coming up this week. Andrew, you got any thoughts or any ideas on Halloween? What are you doing, buddy? And tell everybody where they can find you.
We already had a trick-or-treating.
Did you?
The fun of Halloween is over.
It's over.
Did you dress up?
For West End.
Really?
They already had their Halloween.
Did you dress up as something?
No. I should have. But
next year.
No.
All right, Andrew. Well, how about this? I'll give you kind of next to last word before I finish up the show. But I'll thank our boy Scott Fitzpatrick for being here tonight. Scott Fitzpatrick. He can tell you where some other shows where you can find him after tonight. Go ahead, Scott. You got a couple of plugs you want to say? Any last words?
Yeah, a couple of them. One though, I had ran out of some of the devil's lettuce before, and I like to. And I know I told him about my friend. I give him a shout out. So shout out Zay for helping me out.
Whoa, that's a nice shout out.
Yeah, he helped me out. It saved me.
Nice.
And it's in the BF Live tomorrow at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock Eastern.
11 Central.
11 Central, on this channel. And No Filter. God, I suck at this. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Or Saturdays. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. No Filter.
That's right.
7 o'clock Eastern.
There you go. Plus,
Lunatic Lounge. Mondays and Fridays, 7 o'clock Eastern.
all kinds of
So-
shows.
On Bobby Nick's channel.
You're getting to be like Bobby Nick to where you can't even when you have them written down, you can't keep up with all the shows that you can catch my
Yeah.
friend Scott Fitzpatrick on. So yeah, you can check him out later on. How about my boy Boneloads, our West Coast correspondent and our bro? Thanks for checking in today.
Follow me on X at Boneloads. No one ever likes my tweets or anything. I think I'm like shadow banned. And watch BF live and sub to Andrew's channel and Perry Caravello live and all that stuff. And Scotty, wherever Scotty's at, I want to hang out on those shows one day too.
It's great. I see you in the Perry Caravello live chat a lot. We have a lot of fun hanging out in that one.
Yeah, it's so great, man. I'm so obsessed with Perry. I can't get enough of that guy. I really can't.
Yeah, we all see all our good friends in there hanging out in that chat. All right, all right, Andrew? How about you, buddy? Any last words before we wrap up the show?
Sports all over the place.
What's all over the place?
Sports is all over the place. It will never escape you.
There you go. Oh shit! Andrew's making a statement. He's saying sports is everywhere. Don't care. What's up, Just a Guess? How you doing? This is number 11, but you number 1. Thanks for everybody for checking in tonight for this episode of Sports Heads. We just a bunch of regular guys who like to have fun podcasting and hang out with you. And we talk about sports so much. As you can see, Andrew's totally distracted by sports the whole time. Our boy Boneloads is getting the sports updates, but that's how we do. And that's why we call it Sports Head, folks. We check out the games. So there you go. See, everybody has different definitions of what a sports is. For a sport, Scott Fitzpatrick has a Charlie horse. That's his challenge. That's his physical challenge, folks. All right. Well, we trust and hope you had a good time tonight. Catch us out on all of our shows right here on YouTube. Check out Andrew on Andrew the Giant 96 channel, which many of you already are. Check out Andrew the Giant on Andrew No Filter with Andrew and Friends, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays with our boy Scott Fitzpatrick. And our boy Boneloads is always jumping in here with Sports Heads and all the other fun stuff we do. And check me out every day, every weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. East to like 3-ish in the afternoon, 12 to 3-ish on the East Coast right here. We have a lot of fun in the midday. So for Boneloads, for Scott Fitzpatrick, for Andrew the Giant, I am BF Bobby France saying peace and love. Have a great Saturday night. A great Sunday night. Great rest of your Sunday night. Have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, and we'll see you the next time we see you, folks. Peace and love. We are out of here. Later. Bye, y'all.
Later.